All right, guys, let's talk lighting for your eBay sales. Um, you don't need an elaborate setup like that to be successful and take decent pictures on eBay. You don't need to even really start out with a light kit. If you have a well-lit room with a neutral background, enough space to picture what you want to picture, that's fine. If you have a, you know, table outside, patio set up there and take pictures outside. Set up a backdrop and you're done. If you have a nice background, fine. But I prefer solid background, solid base pictures. You don't want to distract from the item, is what I'm saying. Some folks put flowers in their pictures and things like that to jazz it all up. You don't need it. You just don't need it. What I have is two softbox light kits. Cost me like $50 for both of them. A thrifted tablecloth, white solid tablecloth for my backdrop, and two tablecloths or curtains, or they might be. One is a royal blue and one is a gray, and that's it. And my 5-foot table. You don't need to spend a ton of money to take great pictures. You really don't. Even if you're going to sell clothing flat on the floor is a great way to go. You don't need light for that either. You can get a mannequin or bust or something like that. We've got a little bust that we use, but we hang it from the ceiling and it turns a lot, and not really thrilled about that. But if you've got a well-lit room and a floor that's not filthy, that's fine. That's fine. If you want to really focus on small stuff, you can get a light box like that for $15. Plugs right into your outlet. You could do it in the kitchen. It's got a light on top. They're great for like action figures, small toys. I wouldn't go much bigger than that. Figurines, that kind of thing. If you want to focus on that, those are great. Otherwise, you can get, if you don't have a lot of space, these flat LED lights can sit on the table. They're super small. They give off pretty good light. You could do that. You could also do, if you've got two lamps and two daylight bulbs with, lamps with shades, two daylight bulbs, just do that. Like, you don't need to spend money, or this kit is something similar to what I have. I have a 5-foot table, one on each side, pointed in. That's it. You don't need to spend a ton of money to take really nice pictures. Because pictures are important. Your eBay buyers will go through your pictures, so they are important. You don't need to spend a ton of money. The quality of the picture is more about what you take a picture of. So like for my board games, we've got like the board game set up with all the pieces shown, and all that. So that's our first picture, and then we take pictures of closer up of the pieces so you can see the condition, and then closer up of the box, the back of the box, and if there's anything wrong, any like a tear in the board, a chip on one of the pawns, a tear in the box, picture that. And again, you don't need a professional setup to do that. Just make sure they're nice and clear and crisp. And the eBay listing system, the page, when you're going in and you're creating your listing, is going to have tools there for you to brighten your picture, make it sharper, things like that. Now it's not Photoshop, but it gets the job done as long as you take a halfway decent picture. Just make sure you have a bright room. That's really all you need. For a while, I owned a thrift store and I would sell stuff on eBay, and I just had a little, like a CD shelf against a white wall, and then that like light walnut base from the CD shelf. Didn't even have a sheet down or anything. I just used that and fluorescent lights, and I was good to go. Take some halfway decent pictures that way. And that was in a hallway of my shop. So you can do it. It's not hard. Like, comment, subscribe, all the happy horse shit. We'll catch you next time.